Jerry O'Sullivan, Limerick under-20 football manager. Jerry, I suppose you start your Munster campaign this Thursday against Tipperary. Third year in a row for you to face the Premier County. You've 2 wins already, but beating a team 3 years in a row in underage competition is very difficult.
Yeah, Jack. Thursday evening again, Tipperary again. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, I suppose. But look, we're looking forward to Thursday evening again in Thurles. Going back to Thurles, we were there 2 years ago. We had a battle above them, above in Thurles, and we had a battle last year in Mick Neville Park under trying conditions in the rain. But yeah, look, we're just looking forward now to Thursday evening.
Yeah, and those 2 wins were obviously by a point on both occasions. It just shows there's nothing really between the sides at an underage level.
No, not at that level. I suppose on the 20 level there wouldn't be anything between we'll say the four counties and 4 counties of Munster, Clare, Waterford, Tipperary and ourselves. We've all put in I'm sure we've all put in the same amount of work, like so at that level, like a bounce of a ball, or either way, like you can go anyway. So look, we were just fortunate that the last couple of years that we got out on the right side of it, and hopefully we get out the right side of it again on Thursday evening.
And the last time we saw you in action, I suppose, was just before the lockdown last year, and a lot has happened since. But that loss to Kerry showed the real promise of Limerick football and the development of the academy.
Yeah, I suppose that Kerry game again. I suppose the football was played in February last year, so it was before the lockdown started. So we had crowds there and everything. So we didn't experience playing games without the crowds. But conditions on those 2 nights for the Tipperary and the Kerry game were fairly tough in Mick Neville Park. But it definitely shows that that you have groups of players, I suppose, coming forward from the academies, like they can step it up to under 20 level, and that can only benefit Limerick football. Yeah,
and you're talking about conditions there. The lads must be very excited. I know the weather isn't great at the moment, but the lads must be very excited to play summer football with their county for the lads that have played last year, obviously in more wintry-like conditions.
Yeah, it's chalk and cheese, really. You're going out, you're playing in the dark, wind and rain, as opposed to hopefully going up in Thurles in the sun shining. 2 years ago when we played above in Thurles, it was a fabulous evening above there. Fellas are bouncing off the ground, like so. So hopefully, again, like I said, Thursday evening will be a similar result for us.
And you named the 34-man squad there last week. Just an update: is everyone fitting around to go, or had you to deal with injuries in the meantime?
Dylan Maloney won't be available to us for selection. But other than that, apart from any slight knocks and things like that, we should be okay. We should be good to go with all the rest of them for selection.
And how important is it for that you have a number of lads, you've a certain number that have 3 years experience under belt at this stage, but lads that have played against Tipp last year and played against Kerry, just so they have the know-how to beat a team?
Yeah, we have, I suppose, our panel. I think last year we had something maybe like, I think there was maybe 18 or 19 of last year's panel that were underage. For one reason or another, all them guys didn't join the panel this year. The Leaving Cert was one of them, and then there was just 1 or 2 other commitments. There's a couple of guys got with the hurling, with the under 20 hurling panel. But look, the experience that we bring, I suppose those fellas, hopefully it will benefit us. It will benefit us Thursday evening against Tipp.
And not to look ahead to the Tipp game, because obviously a loss and you're out, but you're avoiding, if you win, you're avoiding Kerry and Cork. How much of an incentive is that you could face the winners of Waterford and Clare? I know not to look ahead, but it is that just around the corner.
Yeah, you have to. I suppose, Jack, you have to look at the prize. What's the prize for winning the game next Thursday evening? And like you said, it's a Munster semi-final either against Clare or Waterford. So look, you have to. I suppose you are avoiding Kerry, you are avoiding Cork. So like there is a massive opportunity if you do look forward to the end goal, that there is a Munster final position at stake between these 4 counties. So that has to be a carrot like to aim for, definitely.
And lastly, you're starting off a huge week for Limerick football with the senior side, obviously in semi-final action against Cork the weekend. How important is it for your lads that they're seeing the success at an adult age now with that big win over Waterford that they know they have something to aspire to.
Yeah, definitely the senior teams have the senior team has been going very well in the last couple of years, winning their second championship game, I suppose, second championship year in a row, like winning the first game, which is great for the development of the football. And our lads see that, I suppose, and it does feed back down. Last year when we were playing the lads were going well in the league. The Limerick had won a couple of games in the league, I think, when we played our first game, and there's a buzz around the place. So look, it does, I suppose. A lot of our fellas want to make that senior panel, want to make that step up. So look, they've put a lot of hard work in since January, wanting to know when we were going to get back and things like that. So when we got back, they've put in a lot of hard work in the last 6 or 7 weeks when we were able to get up the field.
Well, the best of luck this Thursday, Jerry, and hopefully we'll have a couple of Munster semi-finals to look forward to and a Munster final with the seniors.
Yeah, hopefully, Jack.